You do not hide a massive invasion of Europe from the most feared military intelligence apparatus on Earth. For years, the German High Command believed this with absolute certainty. The Atlantic Wall was their pride. Thousands of kilometers of reinforced coastline, bristling with heavy artillery, concrete bunkers, and machine guns. Every possible landing site was watched, mapped, and reinforced. The German intelligence machine believed it could not be fooled. Every movement across Britain was assumed to be observed. Every radio signal was expected to reveal intent. Above all, they believed one simple rule: an invasion of France must come at Pas de Calais, the shortest crossing, the logical target. But in 1944, one man helps construct a deception so complete, it will convince an entire army that the truth is impossible. You are watching a story of shadows and steel, where the greatest weapon was not a bomb, but a lie crafted to perfection. Major General Walter Bedell Smith was not a battlefield hero in the traditional sense. He did not storm the beaches of Normandy or lead infantry charges under fire. Instead, he sat at the very center of information, intelligence, and deception as the Chief of Staff to General Dwight D. Eisenhower. Smith became the nerve center of the Allied invasion plan. Calm, precise, and brutally efficient, he was trusted because he understood something many commanders did not. Wars are not only won by force, but by perception. By 1944, Europe was locked in total war. Hitler expected the invasion, but he did not know when or where it would come. The Allies faced a near impossible problem. To land in France, they had to cross the most heavily defended coastline in history. One mistake meant annihilation at the water's edge. Smith's role was not to fight that battle with guns, but to ensure that when the battle began, Germany was looking in the wrong direction. In the months before June 1944, a phantom army began to take shape. You were meant to believe it existed. Inflatable tanks appeared in southern England. Wooden landing craft were moved openly in ports, where German reconnaissance could photograph them. Radio operators simulated entire divisions that did not exist, sending fake traffic across the airwaves. Bedell Smith oversaw the structure of deception that made this possible. Operation Fortitude was not a trick. It was an entire parallel reality. The Germans focused their attention on Pas de Calais. That is where the buildup looked strongest. And so, the trap deepened. June 5th, 1944. Weather reports are worsening. Storm conditions threaten to cancel the invasion entirely. Eisenhower delays. Smith coordinates silence across thousands of units. No leaks, no panic. June 6th, 1944. You are standing inside the largest amphibious invasion in human history. At 2:16 hours, Allied paratroopers drop behind enemy lines. German radar operators notice activity, but dismiss it as minor. At 4:30 hours, over 5,000 vessels move through the English Channel in absolute silence. 800 yards from shore, the sky breaks open. Naval artillery tears into concrete fortifications. At Omaha Beach, everything collapses into chaos. Units are separated. Officers are killed within minutes. If you find this kind of history fascinating, we'd be honored if you'd hit that subscribe button and join us at Untold Majesty. We believe these stories of courage deserve to be told, and by subscribing, you ensure they are not forgotten. By midday, 156,000 troops land. Casualties are heavy, but the line holds. And still, German command does not react. Because thanks to Smith, they are still looking in the wrong place, waiting for a phantom at... What they did not know was that the real success of D-Day had already happened before the first shot was fired. Operation Fortitude had worked. German forces in Pas de Calais remained locked in position for weeks after the invasion began. Even as Normandy became a growing Allied foothold, Hitler refused to release his strategic reserves. Divisions that could have crushed the landing were never deployed because the deception had created a paralysis inside German command. Intelligence reports contradicted battlefield reality so completely that belief itself became a weapon against them. By the time Germany realized the truth, it was too late. The Allies had established a permanent bridgehead in France. The Atlantic Wall had been breached, not by force alone, but by a misdirection so complete it rewrote the German perception of reality. Walter Bedell Smith had won the Battle of Mines, and in doing so, he saved countless lives from the meat grinder of the Atlantic Wall. Walter Bedell Smith continued to serve, later becoming Director of Central Intelligence. But his most decisive victory was fought in silence and deception. On D-Day alone, 4,000 Allied soldiers were killed. Without the deception Smith helped orchestrate, those numbers would have been catastrophic. Victory does not always belong to the strongest force. Sometimes it belongs to the one who controls what the enemy believes. At Untold Majesty, we are dedicated to rescuing these forgotten stories of sacrifice that shaped our world. If this story moved you, please hit that like button. Where are you watching from? Drop a comment with your city or country. We read every one. Thank you for ensuring that Major General Walter Bedell Smith and the soldiers of Operation Overlord do not disappear into silence. They deserve to be remembered. Join our mission at Untold Majesty by subscribing today and help us keep the flame of history alive for the generations to come.